Okay, so got some stuff to talk about today. I should really get like an actual intro, by the way. I don't really know how to start a YouTube video. I guess this is kind of like the intro. Hello, how are you? But yeah, I've written down some notes on my phone about some things that I just want to talk about today. And the first thing that I have written down is BO6 is only having small/medium-sized maps. And why is that? Is that because everyone's got like TikTok brains now? Do we just need to be in action all the time? Has shipment destroyed everyone's brains? I believe for the new season of MW3, they're releasing like 5 shipment maps. Why? What is the point? No one likes shipment that much, surely. Are we that brain rotted that we can only play shipment? Can we not play anything bigger than that? But I also have another theory on why that is the case. I think they just want multiplayer to be a leveling up machine for Warzone. I think that's all they want multiplayer to be. As you all know, Warzone is where they make their money. And in my opinion, this is the worst thing that has ever happened to Call of Duty. Warzone destroyed this franchise. And yeah, that's why they want smaller maps, so we can level up for Warzone. It's that, or everyone's just brain rotted by TikTok. People just want to spawn in, die, get a few kills, die again. Like that, I don't get it. I'm guessing this is just the newer generation now coming into Call of Duty. Obviously, the newer generation watch, you know, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, short form content, and it's just destroyed their brains to the point where they can't play a big map on Call of Duty without getting bored. They have to play shipment. Isn't that just wild to think about, that is how we are now? I mean, I'm not gonna go into it, but I think TikTok has been the worst thing that has happened to us. And if you have TikTok, delete that app. Watch a TV show, watch a movie for your entertainment. Don't doom scroll through TikTok. It's so brain rotten for you. It's literally destroying people's brains, and they have no idea. But yeah, we're not gonna go down that hole today, so moving on. By the way, make sure you grab your cup of tea, cup of coffee. You know, I've already got my cup of tea. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff right there. But yeah, what else have I got written down on my telephonic device? BO6 not having Nuketown. Oh yeah, isn't that like really weird? Nuketown has been in like every Black Ops game from the start. Actually, I'm not sure about Cold War. It was in Cold War, but I don't know if it was in Cold War from the start. But it's been a staple in every Treyarch game. It's the most iconic map of all time. I don't think there isn't another map this iconic. You speak to people who don't play Call of Duty, they know what Nuketown is, but yet they're not having it, which is weird. I mean, I guess they are having it, kinda, but it's been like remade. It just doesn't look right. I know I'm moaning saying that we shouldn't play just small maps, but I mean, it's Nuketown. It has to be a Black Ops game. It just doesn't make sense. I also think Nuketown is like a decent sized map. Like, it is a small map, but it's not like you're spawning in and then dying instantly. But I just feel like it's weird that they're not doing Nuketown, considering that every other map on Black Ops is gonna be a small map. So like, it's just weird. I mean, they're probably gonna add it later in its life cycle, once the game's dying. Once people realize that the game sucks, and they want to get their numbers back up, so they'll probably add Nuketown. I imagine that's their game plan. They'll release Nuketown with double XP, and yeah, everyone's gonna come crawling back. I swear to God, man, what a brain rot by Activision. I also just found out that Sledgehammer helped with the Black Ops 6 maps. I don't have like an issue with that. It seems to be Sledgehammer saving everyone's asses all the time. I swear every single year it's Sledgehammer had to help out. I guess Activision just doesn't give them enough time to make a game. But yeah, I don't have an issue with that. But when I think of like Black Ops maps, none of the maps on Black Ops 6 feels like a Treyarch map. And I guess that's why. Because they didn't have enough time, so they had to like use the maps that Sledgehammer made and sort of try and make them feel more of a Treyarch map, which still didn't work. But isn't that like a weird thing, man? I learned that today. I thought that was pretty interesting. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is I wish Activision was more like Rockstar. As you all know, Rockstar make Grand Theft Auto. They actually have a game coming out next year, Grand Theft Auto 6, that I cannot wait for. Once that game is out, that will be the only game that I will play. And the thing with GTA, it comes out like at this point over a decade, man. Just think what Call of Duty would be like if they released a game every 3 to 4 years. They got all the teams, together and they all work together to make a game every 3 to 4 years instead of releasing a half-finished AI game every year. Just imagine what could be. And that's another reason why I don't grind for camos, buy skins and all that stuff, because there's no point. There's just going to be a new game next year. So there's no point in spending all this time or wasting all this money for a new one to be out next year. Like, there's just no point. But if they released a game every like 3 to 4 years, I probably would, because I would get my money's worth. I would get my time's worth. I really think this would benefit Activision and Call of Duty. I don't know why they release a game every single year. It's just too much. I believe they were going to do that this year. They were going to take a year off. They were going to release some DLC for MW2. But instead, they changed it to MW3 and released another game. Got greedy once again. And it just sucks. It's too much. Too many games. It's not worth the time. It's not worth the money. Or even if they just made one game and called it Call of Duty. Crazy idea, right? Kind of like how Fortnite is just Fortnite. I guess what I'm trying to say is like COD Mobile. Just bring that to like console and PC and just like keep updating the game with new seasons. If that was the case, I would probably grind it. It'd be worth it because I know there's not going to be another game next year. I just don't get the point. I don't get why people waste their time grinding camos, spending money on a skin that you won't be able to use next year. To be honest, I don't know where this video went. I kind of just rambled on. Hopefully it made sense. I don't know if it did, but hopefully it did. I don't know, man. This channel's fun. I kind of just yap for a bit. Get some things off my chest. It's kind of fun. I enjoy this channel. But yeah, I'm gonna go do whatever British people do. Probably have another cup of tea, all that stuff. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.